Namaste. This is the 21st teaching class relating to what happens when death occurs to a soul. Hi, I'm Timothy Doyle. I'm a student of the Golden Ones. The Golden Ones are co-creator gods who are administrators of the spiritual training school. I have had the opportunity to be a student of the Golden Ones, where they have appeared to me and channeled their teachings to me for the purpose of uh, wakening up the consciousness of the people on earth here to what you believe the purpose of life is on earth here and what the actual purpose of life is on here. Earth is a spiritual training school. All souls coming to earth are here to train to become co-creator gods. We came here with the entire sole purpose of serving God. And we're training to become co-creator gods by learning wisdom through life experiences. And we're created in the image and likeness of God. We have God characteristics within us that need to be disciplined and refined to be the quality of a co-creator God. All right. So with that in mind, let's talk about death, what happens when death occurs to a soul. So we're here to learn many lessons. We're here to learn life experiences through different genders, through different nationalities, through different religions, through different belief systems, different cultures. So when death occurs, it's like getting off one train and getting on another train that's going to take you to a new destiny. And you may be, when death occurs, you may be changing genders, changing roles. Are you going to be a child this time? Will you be a parent this time? So death is an opportunity for the soul to change roles in the next role it's going to play. As the soul evolves and experiences different religions and cultures and so forth, you may pick up on some rigid beliefs that need to be modified. All right. We'll talk about that a little bit later. So let me get down here. What happens is when a soul dies, there's usually 3 days of reconciliation where the soul dies, and then there's a funeral. They're at the funeral. They see their loved ones. They're saying goodbye to their loved ones. And the soul that has died is being accompanied by former loved ones that might have gone on before them. And so they're comforting the soul and encourage him to move on, time to say goodbye, and let's move to the next level of soul advancement, and we'll assist you on your journey. Well, that's fine if it is a normal death, but sometimes there's a karmic death where someone may die in an accident or a boating trip or a ski trip or some sort of an accident, or die in your sleep. Suddenly something happens to you, you die without any warning. And so there's no really time to prepare for your death or to reconcile what's going on at the moment of your death, and so forth. So the soul may become trapped on earth here. Sometimes souls are, at the time of death, are emotionally connected to their loved ones, and they do not want to leave their loved ones. So when the 3 days of reconciliation comes and the window closes, they decide to stay. All right, they have free will. They can stay. They do not have to move on. We all have free will. We can do what we want to do. So the soul stays here on Earth, and he's trapped. We say trapped because the soul cannot just say, "Okay, I want to leave now." No, he lost his opportunity. He's going to have to find another means to move on. There are and that there are means to move on. There's some spiritual rituals that some cultures have that will assist to move the soul on and so forth. We're going to give you one here that takes maybe about a minute um, to execute to assist the soul in moving on. A lot of times, the religions and belief systems have these rituals that may take days or weeks to move things on. Um, like I don't know. Let's say, for example, to get rid of fears and doubts and so forth. A psychologist may spend several sessions for weeks to get the patient to deal with something, where all you have to do is say the prayer of protection. I'm sorry, the prayer to remove emotional parasites, and the unhealthy feelings gone in like 15 seconds. All right. So there's a lot of things here on Earth. It's very simple, extremely simple to accomplish and to get the soul awakened to how to use their conscious mind, subconscious mind, and deal with universal minds. Um, that the teachings of the golden ones is attempting to awake the spiritual community here on Earth. But it just takes a little bit. Well, it doesn't have to be a long, drawn-out process. You say the prayer to remove emotional parasites, and the unhealthy feelings gone. You have an attached soul. You say the prayer to prayer protection, and the soul moves on. You pray to God. You don't have to go to church and pray for an hour at a high mass or a low mass or a ritual or anything like that. You just sit down and you have a conversation with God. You just keep it simple. Keep it simple. No long, drawn out rituals or things like that. As a parent to a child, I don't think any parent would want their child to set up some ritual in their bedroom to give praise to the parent or anything like that. It's just have a heart-to-heart talk, and you can resolve a lot of things with a heart-to-heart talk. Same thing with the angels and spiritual teachers here on Earth. Just have a heart-to-heart talk with them. All right, so the souls that are trapped here, they can be trapped here for a long, long time. All right, it could be Earth time, it could be hundreds of years. Soul time, they don't know. There's no time in soul time. So these souls really do not know how long they will be trapped here on Earth. So souls that are trapped here will cling to their family. Well, what happens when their family dies and they're still here? They'll cling to someone else that has the same emotional addictions that they had when they were living. So if the trapped soul overate or drank a lot or had any emotional addictions, they'll find someone on Earth to attach to, so that they will be living like a parasite off that person. All right. So you have to be aware of that. That you may have someone attached to you. How would you know? Well, one of the first signs is get a feeling that someone is standing behind you. Someone is standing behind you, and you turn around and no one's there. Or you look in the mirror and you think you're going to see someone standing behind you, but no one's there. Those are signs that you have an entity attached to you. Okay? So The entity that is trapped will stay with you, but if he thinks that someone can help him, if he thinks there's a spiritual leader or someone whose aura is brighter than someone else's, that trapped entity will migrate to get near that teacher to get assistance to move on to the next level. Okay, so I have had that opportunity to assist many souls to move to the next level. So to move a soul to the next level, you say the prayer of protection. If you think you see someone standing behind you, or if your children, excuse me, are having bad dreams where there's a ghost in the room or they think someone's there, and we tell them, oh, go to sleep. There's no boogeyman here. Well, just say the prayer of protection. There may be an entity attached to the child that is causing the child to have bad dreams, or to that the child is picking up on, that you may not think that it's just the child's imagination. Now, say the prayer of protection, all right? Assist your children, yourself, in freeing any trapped soul that is basically looking for attention to get you to assist it to the other side of for their soul development. So the prayer of protection is very, very, very simple. I memorize it because I say it many times. But I surround myself in a circle of light and an armor of love in which nothing can remain and through which nothing can penetrate, unlike divine love itself. I call upon my loved ones, the golden ones, to remove all energies and entities from my presence, whether they are malicious, deterrent, innocent, or ignorant, taking them to the Father for light and liberation. The Mother, Father, God frees these souls and frees these energies and entities, and I am accepts no reversal, individually or collectively, for the treatment of these energies and entities. We thank you in the name of the living God consciousness. Amen. Now, I would highly recommend that you say this prayer before meditation. If you go out shopping and you're in the mall and there's many, many people, or if you go to a Trump rally, that's a joke, but many people go to a Trump rally, and any large gathering, I would say the prayer of protection afterwards or before or while you're there. And at the end of the day, if you had anyone visit your home, whether it's a postal worker or a delivery man, even your loved ones or family members, say the prayer of protection at the end of the day to remove all possible trapped entities that might have come to visit you, because it knows that you could release them to the next level of their soul development. All right. When I traveled the world, first of all, I learned about trapped entities back in 1990 when one attached to me, and I brought it home, and then attached to my son. And then I was on my meditation walk, and I felt 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, pitch black, country road, and I felt someone was behind me. I just had this strong presence of someone behind me, and I knew it wasn't possible. And I turned around, and of course, nobody was there. So I went home, and then the next day, my wife said, I think we need to talk to the youngest son. He's when he goes into the bathroom and he looks in the mirror, he thinks someone is standing behind him. I said, okay, I know what it is. So I took my son, my wife, my son, and I went up into the green room, which was my meditation room that I used to talk with the kids, to meditate, and for outside meditation classes. And I told them that I was going to say this prayer. I didn't know at the time if the prayer was going to work or not. It's the only prayer I knew at the time. And I used this prayer for my meditations. So it's the prayer protection. So I said the prayer. When I finished the prayer, he said, "Yep, it's gone." I says, "What do you mean it's gone?" He says, "Well, when you started the prayer," he says, "I felt the swirling action and going up and leaving me." He says, "So it's gone." And I says, "You sure?" He says, "Yep, I'm fine." He says, "I'm going to go to bed now." I says, "Oh, okay." So at that moment in time, I thought, wow, this is kind of neat. I had a tool that I could use in case I encountered this situation again, this life experience again. Well, in 2012, I traveled the world assisting my wife in spiritual teachings. And I had the opportunity to use this several times when at cemeteries, while being at cemeteries. I would say the prayer and I would feel, I became a gateway and I could feel the entities moving through me and upwards to the next level of soul development. So I thought that was kind of neat. Then in 2013, I was alone home, and it was Thanksgiving time. And I went to the local soap, I won't say supermarket, it was like a department store. And I noticed a lot of people that weren't too well economically well off, and my heart just opened up. I had compassion for them, and I just said a prayer of just love to everyone in the store. And when I got home, I started eating things I normally don't eat and drinking things I normally don't drink, and on the computer and looking at things I normally don't look at. And it was time to meditate at 7 o'clock at p.m. And I got upstairs and just didn't feel like meditating. It's like, I didn't feel like meditating. It's like I was antsy. And I said, and I always talk to my teachers, and they always talk to me. Thank God. And I said, I don't feel like meditating. And they says, "You have an attachment." I says, "What?" They said, "You have an attachment." And then I said, "Where?" And then they showed me in the department store where I picked up an attachment. I said, "Get out of here." So immediately I said the prayer protection. As soon as I said the prayer protection, I felt I was like back in my own body. I felt better again. I felt 100%. I felt like meditating. I just felt like I was back in myself again. I felt good. And it just goes to show you that you just don't know when you pick up an attachment. And these attachments are sort of, excuse me, are sort of like emotional parasites, like fears. They take over how you how do I want to say that? How you express yourself, how you use your energy. And you think it's you, but it's not you. It's either the entity using you or parasites that use you. And it's your responsibility to remove these parasites, these unhealthy feelings, which are parasites, off your body. And it's your responsibility to remove these attached entities from your body. And so learn the prayer protection and save it. I always, I'm in China here, and I always used, when I was traveled in 2012, I would stop at the cemeteries, say the prayer, and I would have results. When I first came to China, 2014, I went to one of the largest cemeteries here in China. I said the prayer protection, nothing. I thought, wow, God, that's kind of crazy. It's the first time I was at a cemetery where I didn't get one soul moving to the next level of soul advancement. And so I thought, well, that's kind of interesting. But I later found out that in China, the elders, they take care of the grandchildren while the parents work. So the parents get married, they have a child, the parents go back to work, and then the grandparents take over the child, and they'll raise the child until basically forever, until the elder dies. When the elder dies, instead of leaving the children, they'll stay attached to them, right? And most of the time, the children are not aware of it, and the parents are not aware of it. I tell you this so that if your children are having bad dreams, or someone's in their room, or they think there's a boogeyman under the bed, or anything like that, listen to them. Say the prayer of protection. Say it before you meditate. If you're out in large public events, when you come home, at the end of the day, people visiting your home, say the prayer of protection. Don't allow these entities, in fact, you'll do the entity, they come to you so that you will release them. They're looking for attention, so you will release them so they can go to the next level of soul development. All right. Now, some souls have a belief system that when they die, they stay at their tomb site waiting for Jesus to come to open up the gates of heaven for them. It ain't going to happen. All right. Jesus is not going to come down and open up the gates of heaven for you. All right. Move on. All right. Don't believe anything based on your belief system. If you believe, well, if you have a belief system, the universe will honor your belief system at the time of death to make you feel good. We're telling you that if and when the time of death comes for you, listen to your loved ones, go with them, move on to the next level of soul development. All right. So with that in mind, we will end this teaching class. And this Earth is a spiritual training school. We're all here to learn the wisdom of God and become co-creator gods. So with that in mind, much love, much success, much support, and many blessings. If you want a free consultation, there's a lot of free teachings on the website pertaining to the teachings of the Golden Ones at www.thepathtowoneness.com. Just go there for the free teachings, and if you want a consultation, if something's bothering you, or if you just want to talk, you want to discuss something that doesn't sound right, that if I say something doesn't sound right and so forth, we can discuss. I'd like to hear your point of view. And I can share what my teachers tell me. All right. So with that in mind, much love, much peace, much happiness to all of you. We're all classmates here in this Earth Spiritual Training School. So much love to all. Sat Nam. Bye-bye. See all the teachings and videos of the Golden Ones at www.thepathtowoneness.com. Also, see the teachings on the Golden Age, where souls can learn how to overcome the birth, death, and rebirth cycle. Also, see all the videos of the Golden Ones on the YouTube channel, Timothy Doyle, The Golden Ones. And visit us on Facebook and link it at The Path to Oneness.